My name is Githaka Karuri, and I am a farmer from Kenya. I do regenerative agriculture. I'm also a food sovereignty activist and a community worker. In addition, I also make art, mainly mosaic arts from recycled materials, and jewelry also from natural materials within my environment. Yes, so right now I'm in Kirinyaga. Now, my understanding of yoga is that it's a self-healing practice which brings us to much more awareness of our being through through meditation, through breathing practices, and through certain body movements. It's also a movement that binds us together on a spiritual and even on a physical level. First of all, I have to say that although I have been exposed to yoga in various instances, my yoga practice is still very basic. And yet, even with that basic which is there, I'm able to wake up every day and first thing in the morning, recollect within myself and realign with the day and do some yoga stretches to get to get everything moving, everything circulating. And also what I have learned from other practitioners and other teachers has been a big inspiration, because every day you're seeking to trot forward as your highest self. And I think that yoga truly puts one on that path. I anticipate that training in Afrikan Yoga will change my life for the better in many ways, even starting from a very personal perspective of enhancing my own well-being, so that even when I'm stepping out, I step out with potent energy. So that would be the first one. Then also, it's another tool of service to my community. And being that I'm very much involved with community, people from different, age groupings and backgrounds, I feel that Afrikan Yoga will be something that we can practice together, and that will bring us together even in a stronger way. I'm also aware that both for myself and for others, that I continue also to train as I advance in my teacher training. It's an opportunity to, for one, to establish a practice that could, in addition, be income generating. Practicing Afrikan Yoga with the people and the sense of well-being that is imbibed through these practices makes everybody much more capable of realizing their true capacities and capabilities, and and their place in the life that we live. And therefore everybody would be a much more aware of their wholeness and the capacity to embrace others within that wholeness. Afrikan Yoga would be a really good practice, especially for the youth, because there's a certain, I would say, gap in esoteric knowledge that a lot of the youth are seeking to trod higher, but may not be getting the answers or the pathways they're seeking through what is available to them. But I think that Afrikan Yoga, as I answered there with the community before, would be an opportunity both for the youth to be occupied in a positive way, but mostly also to set them up in life foundationally, so that every steps they are taking, whether it will be directly related to the practice of Afrikan Yoga, or whether it will be a practice they incorporate into their lives as they go about other things, still it will be very, very beneficial. And once again, it's also an income generating opportunity, which a lot of the youth could do with right now. There's a big willingness amongst us to be involved in these progressive practices. And yet, we are also aware that there are major costs involved in the organization and the hosting and the training, which can amount to quite a bit. So we call upon people of like mind and like heart who also would be happy to see the continual spreading of these practices and all other regenerative practices, practices that keep the earth revolving in the right direction, life affirming. Everybody who is of that heart, we call upon them to join hands with us and walk with us towards achieving these and achieving the continuity of it. We still need to continue raising the amounts for the hosting, accommodation, and foods, and all that is related. And all the donations that come in will go a long way towards realizing that.